In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys the biggest green window jump shot in NBA 2K23 next gen and current gen. Before I do open the things though, please like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 20k subscribers, and also trust me, you do not want to be missing the NBA 2K23 content I have coming out soon. And now, let's hop right into it. Okay, so obviously some people are kind of struggling to shoot with like a new game and no badges and a completely new jump shot system. But honestly, I've been chilling. Obviously, once I get badges, I'm gonna be sparking way better than I am right now, but I do feel like I need to help you guys out. However, I do feel the need to give you guys a few tips before I give you guys the jump shot I've been using. You guys can skip straight to the jump shot portion if you want, but I do think these tips might help you guys out a little bit. So the first tip I'm going to give you guys is to help you create your own jump shot. If just the ones in these videos don't work for you, which is completely understandable, because the way I play is not the way you play, and also there's a ton of jump shot restrictions, so you might not be able to unlock my jump shot. The rest of the tips will be centered more around just like general shooting tips that'll work for any jump shot, but this is the only one that revolves around the jump shot creator specifically, and this tip is basically what each grade means. First up is going to be jump shot speed. This is pretty simple. It's just how fast your jump shot is. Don't really need to explain this, but I will say it's probably the most important in my opinion. Jump shot height, how high your jump shot is released. This is largely useless and just basically makes it harder for you to get blocked. Defensive immunity, how effective the shot is against defensive contests. Basically how hard this jump shot is to contest. This is probably the second most important after speed. Next, timing impact, probably the most confusing out of the 4 grades. I've seen a lot of people saying this is green window size, but trust me, it's not. On the subject of timing impact, 2K says adjust shot windows to reward good timing at the cost of an increased penalty for bad timing. So basically, this is just how rewarding this jump shot is. Like, it's kind of like a give and take situation. Like, you have to lose some stuff to gain some stuff and vice versa. Now, having good timing impact is really only good if you know how to time your jump shot. But if you struggle to time your jump shot, it's actually more advantageous to have a jump shot with bad timing impact. The difference between the timing impact and green window is that green window is literally just how big of a range you have to possibly green your shot. So if you have a 60 millisecond green window and you release square within that 60 milliseconds, then you have a chance of the jumper being green. You might be wondering, what are the chances of this shot actually being green? Well, this is where timing impact comes into play. If you have like 8+ timing impact, then you're gonna have higher odds of it being green. And if you have lower or bad timing impact, then you're gonna have lower odds of it being green if it's released in the green window. If you're confused, that's completely fine and completely normal. All you need to know is that timing impact will basically make your jump shot more rewarding, while at the same time punish you more if you time it incorrectly. So on to the next tip. This is actually going to be a way for you to boost the odds of your jump shot being green if it's released in the green window, and that is turning off your meter. No meter is really powerful, at least in my opinion this year. Meter is usable, but if you plan on playing 2K23 for an extended period of time, just switch over, get used to no meter. Trust me, it's 100% worth it. If you are using meter though, then I would recommend finding a meter that works well for you. There's so many different meters in this game. Experiment with different ones, see which ones you can green with. Staying on this settings screen, the one more tip that I do have is going to be your shot timing. I recommend putting this on early. It just kind of makes your shot feel less delayed. If you're playing like my career or something, I would put it on normal, but then when you go to the park, I would switch it over to early. I don't really know about very early. It just feels a little bit too weird. The reason why when you're playing park, you're going to want to switch it to early, and when you're playing my career, you're going to want to switch to like normal or whatever it's called. It's because due to the delay that you get on the park, no matter what game mode you're playing, you're pretty much just going to have to release square at the exact same time. For tip number 3, this is going to be buy jump shot boosts. For literally all of 2K22, I don't think I played a single game without jump shot boost. Like, playing without jump shot boost is just so bad, like actually. Okay, so now for the next tip is use a cue. If you guys just switch over to no meter and you're wondering how do I time my jump shot correctly, it's very simple. You need a cue. A cue is pretty much something that indicates to you when to release square. It can be anything from your player's wrist snapping to your player's heels clicking to your player swinging his arms towards the basket. And then basically the way a cue is as soon as you see the cue, you release square and then boom every single time it's green. Simple as that. Also, in all my jump shot videos, I'm gonna give you guys the cue that I personally use when I'm using this jump shot. A ton of people told me this is very helpful, and I'm sure you might find it helpful as well. Another tip I'm gonna give you guys is limitless range is very powerful. This isn't gonna be a full shooting badge video, although I do think I'll be posting one in the future, so stay tuned for that. And for the last tip of this video before I get into the jump shot, this is probably the most important tip I'm gonna give you guys, and that is experiment a ton. Experiment experiment with different jump shots, experiment with different badge loadouts. Genuinely, when I'm on this game, I'm constantly experimenting. I probably spend the most time experimenting with my jump shots, because let's say you try out like 10 different jump shots, the odds that one of them is going to be the perfect jump shot for you is very, very low. But if you try out like 20 different jump shots, the odds of it being the perfect jump shot for you is much, much higher. Don't just go to your favorite YouTuber's jump shot video and then just use the first jump shot they show you guys. Like, experiment with different jump shots, try out different jump shots. And even if you find a jump shot that works very well for you, you might hit a dry spell after a couple months of using it, and then you might need to experiment with new jump shots again. Okay, so now it is time for the time you guys have all been waiting for, and that is the jump shot I've been using to green so consistently. I am, of course, going to give you guys the biggest green window jump shot, but I'm actually going to give you guys multiple jump shots, since odds are you probably won't be able to unlock this jump shot. Like, legit, there are so many restrictions on jump shots. It's not even like dribble moves either, where like there's tiers and stuff. Like, literally every single jump shot has a different 3-point rating required. Like, I don't get this. Okay, so now for the jump shot I personally use. This is going to be a base Seth Curry with release 1 Zach LaVine and release 2 Damian Lillard with a 42-58 bunding. The first grade is release height. This obviously, as I already said, doesn't really matter. I have this at a B, but you can pretty much just ignore this. Defensive immunity, I have this at an A. This is definitely very, very good. As well, the release speed is an A+, which makes this jump shot very, very difficult to guard. And then lastly, timing impact, this is at an A-, meaning that will be somewhat rewarding. As well, this jump shot has a massive green window, which, as I already said, is not the same thing as timing impact. I explained the difference near the beginning of the video. If you did skip that, go check it out. Of course, having this massive green window is very, very important. And probably even more important is that this jump shot is super easy to time, at least for me. It's super smooth, has a super easy Q, and as well, it's a jump shot that I've kind of used in previous years, which of course helps a ton. Also, if you are wondering the Q of this jump shot, I pretty much aim to release square as my player's arms start to swing towards the basket. So basically just like right here. Now, even though this is, in my opinion, the best jump shot in the game, it might not be the best jump shot for everyone, and you might not even be able to unlock this jump shot. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to be giving you guys a bunch of other jump shots that I've heard work very, very well. Obviously, with the game just coming out, I haven't had a chance to try out most of these jump shots for an extended period of time. So I'm not going to go too in depth like I did with my personal jump shots. But if you can't unlock my jump shot, or you just don't like my jump shot, then maybe try one of these out. Also, stay tuned for more jump shot updates coming soon, as well as a dedicated big man jump shot video. And with that being said, here are some possible jumpers you can use. First, an alternate jump shot if you have a slightly lower 3-point rating. This is very, very similar. It's a base LaMelo Ball with release 1 Zach LaVine and release 2 Damian Lillard, but you get 49-51 blending for this jump shot. If you have an even lower 3-point rating, you can go with Kevin Porter Jr., Dwayne Wade, and then Johnny Davis. To use this jump shot, you only need a 77 or higher 3-point rating on a guard build, so that really shouldn't be an issue for anyone. Now, for wing players, I don't actually have a wing build yet, but just from talking to other YouTubers and talking to other people that I play with, a lot of people have found that this jump shot right here works really, really well. And that is base Jake Larvia. I honestly don't know. Release 1 Rudy, and then Rudy is going to be 35% blending, and Sadiq Bey is going to be 65%. Again, just to repeat, Rudy is 35 and Sadiq Bey is 65. Now, if you can't unlock that jump shot, I found that this Bismack Biyombo jump shot honestly works really, really well. You guys see you're getting an F timing impact, but honestly, I don't think timing impact really matters that much. I've obviously only used this build in like 2KU, just shooting around, but when I was using it, trust me, I was greening a ton of 3-pointers, even with an F timing impact, which is just amazing. If you're a big man and you have a super low 3-pointer mid-range rating, then you go with this jump shot right here. This is going to be base Kem Birch with release 1 Marvin Bagley and release 2 Precious Achua with a 35% Marvin Bagley and 45% and 47% Precious Achua. I talked to someone that has like an 83-point rating, and this is the jump shot they're using, and they found that it works very, very well. But if you are able to unlock the DeAndre Ayton base, this thing is absolutely crazy. Like, slap this on with the exact same upper releases and you're just not missing, trust me. I've yet to actually try shooting with this jump shot in a real game with an actual build, but just from shooting around 2KU, bro, I am not missing. If this jump shot even works remotely similar to how it's been working in 2KU, this is going to be my big man jump shot for probably all of 2K23. Like, I literally can green every single shot. But obviously when it comes to online play, it is a little bit different. So yeah, those are just some jump shots I would recommend trying out if you are unable to unlock my guard jump shot. As I said, I don't have a ton of experience with those jump shots, but I do think they're going to be very, very good. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. If you did enjoy it, please drop me a like and subscribe to the channel as well. Go follow me on TikTok and my Twitter. Stay tuned for some more 2K23 videos. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.